Emerging trends and big data. So first of all, let us see what is big data. Big data is also data but with a huge size, volume, and yet growing exponentially with time. Okay, so the data volume will be very large in this case. In short, such data is so large and complex data, none of the traditional data management tools are able to store it or process it efficiently. Say the sales amount collected in a shopping mall. Okay, so that is an example of big data. So the thing is that the conventional data storage cannot is not be possible. So in that case, we need a large and complex storage tool in order to store those data. So usually in big case, the data volume will be very large in case of big data. So what are the benefits? So businesses can utilize, as I was saying you, businesses can utilize outside intelligence while taking decisions. They can improve the customer service and early identification of risk. Early identification of risk can also be to the product and services, if any, okay, can be taken. Okay, and better operational efficiency also is possible. Here two things are very important. One is storage and another is improved customer service as well as better operational efficiency. Okay, so these are very important in this case. All right, so now let us see that the next part of it, how big data functions. Okay, so let us go there. Okay, characteristics rather. Okay, so first of all, it comes with the volume. Okay, the name big data itself is related to a size which is enormous. So the data volume will be very large in case of big data. All right, what is the varieties? Variety refers to the heterogeneous sources, means the data from different sources, and the nature of data will be both structured and unstructured. So during earlier days, spreadsheets and databases were the only sources of data considered by most of the applications as structured big data type. Nowadays, data in the form of emails, photos, okay, emails, photos, videos, monitoring services, PDFs, audio are also being considered in the analysis of applications. Okay, the variety of unstructured data poses certain issues for storage, mining, and the analyzing on data. So data mining is the one where the lot of data repository will be there. Okay, that is called the data mining actually. Okay, and velocity is also there, means speed of generation of data. So the how fast the data is generated and processed to meet the demands. Okay, and determines real potential in the data. Okay, and variability, this particular things actually is very important. This refers to the inconsistency which can be shown by the data at times. Okay, that is the thing. So the data generation is not uniform actually, so it can be of any kind of things may happen. So obviously their inconsistency will be there. Okay, because the data are not homogeneous. So data processing is actually the data processing actually the data processing is actually, that's why is very complex out here. Okay, so in the big data processing. All right, that's why the very efficient storage system has to be kept in order to handle this kind of data. So that is the, these are the characteristics of big data. All right, now let us go to the another part of it. Okay, so this is actually the big data. Now we are coming to the Internet of Things, or IoT. The IoT actually concept was initially proposed by a member of the radio frequency identification, that is the RFID development community, in 1999, and now it has become more relevant to the practical world as the use of mobile devices, embedded devices, communication, cloud computing, and data analytics has increased. Okay, so whenever I am storing something nowadays, the physical storage is we are actually reducing the use of the physical storage. We are using lot of cloud storage space. So internet connects all the people means internet of people, and IoT connects all things means internet of things. So interconnection of things, subject, machines, and for example sensors, mobile phones, electronic devices, home appliances, any existing items, and interaction with each other via internet is actually the Internet of Things. Internet of Things technology can include any sensor, electronic device, software which are connected to the internet and can be utilized remotely and can exchange data. That is the thing. So if we are summarizing this one, then what is actually happening, that Internet of Things is actually the things that we are accessing via internet. Okay, here devices work themselves without human intervention for the welfare of human beings. Suppose the OTP, whenever you are transacting in internet via some shopping sites and all, so the OTP comes whenever you will complete your transaction. In that case, what will happen? No person is sitting over there to send you the OTP. It is actually the system who is responsible for sending the OTP. So this is actually a great development of IoT actually. Okay, that is the thing. So let us move to the characteristics of this one, or yes, the major characteristics of IoT. What are the things actually is happening? So here in this case, mainly what is happening, that it happens in very large scale. Heterogeneity is of course there, because we are handling the different kinds of product. Okay, that is the thing. And it is happening in very large scale. And pervasivity, that is the computing and communication technologies embedded in our environments. All right, that is the thing. So these are the characteristics of Internet of Things actually. So very importantly, you can say that very large scale, it is happening in that very large scale. Heterogeneity is there, of course, because we are handling the different type of products. Normally it is actually you are talking about the internet business. Okay, and computing and communication technologies also embedded in our environments. Fine, that is the thing. So now next move to the how these particular things work. Okay, that is important. This functionality actually, you can say the functionality, how it works actually. The Internet of Things is an aggregation of internet enabled sensors, smart devices, software that can be manipulated by script, applications and interfaces across long distances. That is the thing is happening nowadays. Okay, and what else is happening? Applications of IoT. A smart house can be built. Okay, suppose we are not at home and doubt starts in our mind, whether the lights will glow or not, whether the door is closed or not, did I turn the coffee maker off, did I set the security alarm, whether the camera is on. With a smart home we can quiet all of these worries with a quick glance at smartphone, tablet. We can connect the device and appliances in our home. So what will happen? So they can communicate with each other, with us, and can work with the commands given over the smartphone remotely. Fine, that is the thing is happening. So if a light is there, a smart light you have fixed at your home. So from anywhere you can also control the light. Okay. So what time the light, you can time it also. You can put a timer onto it. Suppose at 5:30 it will glow, and it will whole night it will glow, and it will in the morning it will be off. That is also possible nowadays. And the smart cars are also about there. The driverless car, actually the driverless car also is possible nowadays. Okay, that is the thing. Okay, so the driverless car, what it will do, that is a prototype where the taxis work based on artificial intelligence and take the passengers safely and accurately to the desired destination. That is the thing may happen. Okay, so that is the application. Those are the applications of IoT. Fine. So that is the thing. Another set of applications, elderly care is also possible. Okay, disaster warning is also possible. Okay, delivery drones. Okay, so you can see the now now the delivery company is also thinking that to do the contactless delivery by using the drone. Okay, so the address will be given, and with the help of the GPS the particular item will be reached to the destination. So no human intervention will be there. A smart city is a framework predominantly composed of information and communication technologies to develop, deploy, and promote sustainable development practices. This is also the sustainable development, very importantly. Okay, sustainable development means that we will use the facility actually, but within a limit. Okay, and to address growing urbanization challenges, a big part of this ICT framework is essentially an intelligent network of connected objects and machines that can transmit data using wireless technology and the cloud. So that is very now that's a very advanced idea nowadays is happening with the IoT. Okay, so a smart city can be built in this way for the less human intervention with the it can minimize the human intervention that is there. All right, so these are the different fields where the IoT can be utilized. Fine. So now what is an IoT platform? You can see out there devices, and this is the connectivity, Wi-Fi and cellular connectivity. Okay, and IoT device cloud is this one. This is the storage actually, and this is the third party app. So with the third party app we are accessing the from the storage, that what are the devices to be communicated by using the internet services over there. Okay, these are the devices, those are at home. Okay, if you're talking about the smart home or smart city whatsoever. Okay, so this is actually the framework. It is an integrated service which offers the things to bring physical objects online. It easily allows to configure devices for machine to machine communication to millions of devices connected simultaneously. It may be one to many or many to many or many to one also is possible. Alright, that is the actually the IoT platform framework. Alright, so this is the way actually. So definitely IoT is a big it is a great change in the in case of what are the how the trends are changing nowadays in our in the whole world. Okay, that is the thing is happening nowadays. The mostly we are actually putting stress on how a device can be accessed remotely. That is the thing. So if you are talking about a remote sensing satellite, also that is also the same thing. The same thing they are doing from the ground service. Okay, from the ground stations. Okay, to the outer space. All right, that is also there, but that is happening in a big scales. But IoT platform is also actually confined within the devices that can be connected via third-party app in the IoT device cloud. All right, that is the thing is happening out here. Okay, in case of this IoT platform. All right, so that is actually the block diagram of the IoT platform. All right. Okay, next we are moving to here what is an IoT platform and what are the elements are there in this IoT platform. All right, so now you see sensors are useful and very important for the devices in order to fetch the data. The data can be real time, that includes the current temperature, pressure or humidity, all aspects. Okay, list of sensors that commonly used in IoT devices, that is the temperature sensor, pressure sensor, proximity sensor, accelerator and gyroscopic sensor, IR sensor means infrared sensor, optical sensor is also there, gas sensor is also there, smoke sensor is also there. So a gas sensor or smoke sensor nowadays very common, so it can be utilized, it can be installed at home at any point of time. Whereas the temperature sensor, pressure sensor can be fitted in the devices in order to detect the temperature. So if any problem occurs, that if the temperature increases suddenly in a particular place, so in that case there can be a chance of fire to be broken out. All right, that is the thing. So the precautions can be taken in that case. That is those are the purposes of this sensor. Sensors are the one that actually detects the the condition and accordingly performs with efficiency. That is actually the purpose of these sensors. Nowadays you will see in the smart cars a lot of sensors are there. Suppose the car is attaining a speed of 20 km per hour, then what will happen? All the doors are closed. These are being given in the mid-priced cars and all. Okay, that is the thing. Okay, so anything problem in the engine will occur. In that case you will see that in the dashboard. Okay, it will be displayed with which part of the car is having problem. Okay, and the fuel efficient cars are also like that. It is controlled by a 16-bit computer chip in order to deliver the fuel to the different places of the different places in the engine. All right, that is the thing. That is the purpose of the sensors actually. So sensors are actually the processing the data. Okay, and then with efficiency they are delivering the service. That is why the sensors are so important. Okay, in case of IoT and in other computer based services. All right, that is the thing is happening. Okay, nowadays. So these are the list of sensors. Fine. Okay, and these are the end-to-end platforms are there. Provide the hardware, software connectivity, security and device management is also there. Connectivity management platforms are also there. It offers low power and low cost connectivity, and definitely IoT cloud platform, the storage cloud or whatever cloud you do have, whatever data you do have, it's aimed to get rid of the complexity of building our own complex network. Okay, and finally the data platform, it deals with the data in some way with the tools we need to route device data and manage or visualize the data analytics. So from my side it is today this much. Okay, again in the next video I will explain some more of this particular subject.